Good morning. I see that everyone is here. Let's start the meeting. First of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Munzir from the Management Department, Miss Siti Aisiah from Human Resources, and Miss Syahirah from the Production Department, and also our Secretary. This is our second meeting to discuss the suggestion that we can do to support our education project for Indigenous children. Before we proceed, I would like to everyone to go over the minutes of our previous meeting, which was held on December 27, 2022. Let's go over of them very quickly, okay? 4 people attended the last meeting and no one was absent. That's look good, actually. Item 1 and 2 look fine too. Next, matters arising. Our company is interested in making a night with Datuk Siti Nurhaliza event. There should have been an invitation letter to invite Datuk Siti Nurhaliza to hold this event. We have rented a place in a hotel near our company in Selangor district. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Chairman. I think there is a slight mistake with the date of the event regarding Datuk Siti Nurhaliza being busy at the date we chose before. So I decided to make a change of date to another date.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Munzir. I'm looking forward to your explanation later. Besides, Ms. Syahirah, could you take a note of that? Okay. Are there any other amendments?
One more error item on item 1, Mr. Chairman. The name of our member is Ahmad Munzir bin Muhammad Syukri'AlSalam, not Muhammad Munzir bin Muhammad Syukri'AlSalam.
Oh, okay. Please take note, everyone. Is there anything else to be amended?
No, I can't find anything more.
All right. If that is the case, will someone move that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted?
All right, Mr. Chairman, if there are no more amendments, so I propose that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay. All right. I understand. I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meetings with a few amendments. Okay. All right. Before we proceed with the agendas, is there any arising matters that anyone would like to ask?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. For our management department, we are having difficulties with transportation. The company doesn't have proper transportation to pick up and send the school uniform to SK Teluk Sentang, Temerloh, Pahang.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Munzir. If there is some time available for this meeting, we will discuss this later. Okay, anything else to add?
No.
No.
Ms. Syahirah, make sure to put this matter in minutes so that can take the action as soon as possible.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. Yes, sure.
Right. If there is nothing else, let's move on to the next item on agenda. As you know, we are planning to give numerous facilities to SK Teluk Sentang. As we had said from the previous meeting, we want to build a mini library in the school. Due to that, we can spread the good news, which is reading the books among the students when our plan is settled. I have done a little survey and found out they still not have the mini library or any reading corner. Have I made it clear?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I agree. They still don't have any mini libraries, and it make it difficult for them to get good reading material to encourage them reading. Apart from building a mini library there, maybe we can also provide free Wi-Fi to be put in the mini library. Aside from facilitating them to access online learning, it also encourage them to come to the library.
It's a good idea, but I want to ask if there is an idea to use what Wi-Fi to put in the library?
I think we can use Unify Wireless broadband package. After doing a location survey that we want to build, the library has Unify coverage. In addition, Unify subscription is also easy and the price is reasonable, which is only 349 per month with a speed of 800 Mbps.
Okay. I think we can proceed with that. Other than that, regarding materials such as books to be provided, one of the providers who agreed to cooperate with us is Bluewell Sidi Berhad. Okay. Do you guys have other ideas?
My team and I made a visit to Kinokia bookstore with the intention of asking for cooperation from them for this project. Fortunately, they agreed to help and have also given a lot of discounts due to book purchases. They are very happy if we want to subscribe with them.
Okay. Excellent, Mrs. Shira. I think this project will be great. All right. Anything else for this topic?
No.
No, sir.
All right. Thank you for the progress report on the school facilities. Then let's proceed for the next item that should be brief.
All right, Mr. Chairman. I will proceed to the next progress report, which is a report on a night with Datuk Siti Nurhaliza event. For the night with Datuk Siti Nurhaliza, we'll hold a dinner with Datuk Siti Nurhaliza by placing a payment of 100 ringgit per head for anyone who participate in the program. Therefore, the prosumer of this event can indirectly raise funds for the educational project and make our project work easily and run smoothly. Basically, the event will start at 8 p.m. until 10:30 p.m. However, the date of holding this event has been amended from 29th January 2023 to 2nd February 2023. This is because on the first set date, Datuk Siti Nurhaliza was involved in another event, and we had to change the date to hold this event perfectly and successfully. It is one of the amendments that explained above.
That was a very good idea. I think we should do advertising for this event to inform people about this event. This will cause many people to participate in our event, and because of that, we will be able to raise a lot of funds for our project.
That is right. But is the place that will be held able to accommodate many people? Is the food provided enough to many people?
We will hold this event in a large hall at Hotel Langkah Mulia Indrawarna, which is located in Selangor. That large hall can accommodate approximately 200 people. So we must make an entry ticket so that no one who doesn't pay gets into this event. For food preparation, we have prepared food for 250 people. Therefore, the food provided is enough for the people attending this event.
Okay. Good job, Mr. Munzir. I think this event is well prepared. So we should proceed to the other discussion because we have 3 more discussions that need to be touched. Does anyone in this meeting have an objection to this progress report?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Let's proceed to the other discussion. Miss Siti, I heard that you also briefed us about a project for that school. You can have it.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
For your information, the Malaysian Prime Minister emphasized the Malaysian government's main goal as improving the Malaysian economy and living standards. Everyday Sdn Bhd has agreed to be one of the sponsors for this initiative to provide transportation for Indigenous children to school. The goal is to help school district and children's group by providing transportation to the secondary school in Kampung Teluk Sentang. Everyday's Neighborhood aims to offer this good deed to members of the public in addition to allocating some money from our own fund.
I think that's a good idea. It is encourage students to work hard to go to school. According to the survey, one of the reasons why most of them do not come to school, also the lack of transportation to go to school due to the area where they live being so far away.
But it is said that there is a bus that has been prepared there.
It is true. At school, they were prepared a bus. Unfortunately, it was just one bus. According to the survey, the bus had to pick them repeatedly to ensure that no one dropped out of school. So I think if there are more buses, it will make it easier for them and prevent them from arriving late to school.
Oh, I understand. This is also an opportunity for us to help them by providing another school bus to make it easier for them to go to school.
Okay, this is good. I think we should proceed with providing bus to the school for our project. Does anyone have any objections?
No.
Oh,
Okay. For the next agenda is to think of which suitable sources to help the indigenous students in their education. Ms. Syukri'ah, what kind of education sources do you suggest?
well, sir, I've been thinking about that for a long time. For me, the best education sources that we could provide to help the education of the indigenous students are by two types of sources, which are by physical source and online source. Even though they don't need their own computer or tablet to do homework or study comfortably, all students can go to our resources center, which provides a computer for students to attend their online classes or tutorial class. From the research, we knew that the students are mostly using internet applications in daily life to help them further in their studies. It helps them to give more knowledge around the world. Personally, I think that having a laptop or computer for educational purposes is necessary, especially to the students. Indeed, in need because it will benefit them in their learning and definitely more practical for them to do their assignments and to have their online classes rather than using a mobile phone.
Yes, I agree with you. However, I think another is using free high quality resources like virtual tours to inspire students and then get feedback on what they learn. Since the indigenous parents are not able in time or capability to help their children in maneuvering internet sources, others like local libraries, community halls, and religious centers could play a role by allocating an online tutorial room for indigenous communities on their premise. Those attending these tutorials could learn from each other or from allocate volunteers to guide them on basic internet skills.
I am completely in favor of the idea.
Yes, that's a good idea, Miss Siti. Sorry, I'm probably not making myself clear. I want to add something on my point. Indigenous students need confidence and capability in any skills for effective online learning environment in terms of continued accessibility of education. However, the indigenous home environment might not be conducive for online learning only. There must be added another source of education, which is I think we can provide the physical sources, like make a public library in their home environment, so that they do not miss any knowledge from time to time due to lack of internet access. We can also provide teachers which are willing to teach these students outside the classroom by providing extra classes every weekend to prepare them with more knowledge.
Okay, you have point there, Ms. Syahirah. Thank you, by the way. Okay, for the next, our last agenda for today, Mr. Munzir, please talk about our plan about the back to school event.
Sure, Mr. Chairman. For the back to school event, we will provide school supplies to the Indigenous student. Among the items given to Indigenous student are school uniforms and stationery. The provision of these necessities can ease the burden of parents of Indigenous students to support their children learning. We suggest the date to hold this event is before the first day of school for Indigenous students, which is 3rd May 2023. In addition, the student can choose the right size shirt during the event to avoid them wearing uncomfortable school uniforms, and every student will be given the same stationeries such as pencil, notebook, eraser, ruler, pencil case, sharpener, and school bag.
There was such a good idea. However, I suggest inviting clown to brighten up the atmosphere of the event. Not only that, we can also make discount vouchers for the price of notebooks for the first 50 indigenous students who come to the event to provide essentials items. By doing this, you can ensure that every indigenous student come to the event.
I am interested in that suggestion.
I also agree with the suggestion given by Ms. Syahirah. With this method, we can ensure that all Indigenous students attend the event because they are excited to see clowns. Not only that, at the same time, they will also race to attend the event to get discount voucher. Therefore, we must get a professional clown who can attract the attention of many people to see him. We will try to propose this suggestion to our department and try to make it successful in order to liven up the atmosphere in the event.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Munzir, for taking my suggestions.
You are welcome, Ms. Syahirah, and that's all for our discussion on the back to school event.
All right, Mr. Munzir, thank you for leading the discussion. Okay, now let's move on to any other business. Anyone?
No. We are going to have a small meeting with the management team. The human resources team will need assistance from the management team to discuss the budget for the bus procedure and the requirements in further depth. Perhaps a brief update on our financial ability to support this program.
In that case, I suggest everyone can join them and update me as soon as possible. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Yes,
Yes.
sure.
All right. I think that's all for now. To close up our meeting, we should set the time, date, and venue for the next meeting. Ms. Syahirah, can we proceed to set them all now?
Mr. Chairman, since there are many activities to be completed before that, can I send notice about the next meeting to members later?
Yes, yes, sure. That's it. Then, that's it. Thank you for your attendance. I declare the meeting closed. Thank you for everyone, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.